So, said it before about Tyler Henry, aka the Flaming Fraud, that I didn't want to do any more videos on him. But then I thought, since he keeps popping up on my timeline, he's very newsworthy, and he likes to make money off people. Why not try to make some YouTube money off that little asshole if he shows up and if anything relevant's going on? And there's a couple things with him going on. First off, I think his series of bullshit, his TV series renewed again, and it's starting soon. He's got a new book coming out in September, I believe, called Tyler Henry, Between Two Men. I mean, sorry, it's Between Two Worlds. My bad. Anyway, I watched a few of his readings because I got a lot of shit from every Tyler Henry video I've ever done. Like, you never watched more than just a few YouTube clips. So I said, all right, fuck it. I have some time on my hand and I'm interminably bored at this moment. Let me watch 6 or 7. So I did. I can't tell you all of the people that I watched him interview because he interviews apparently any celebrity, if it's B, Z-list, A-list. So a few of them I was like, I barely know who you are. He read Evelyn Zada or some chick from the Real Housewives of Fuck, I don't know what the hell. Here's the ones I remember, and then I'm gonna make a couple points. The first one that he had was Kim Kardashian's mom, whose name is escaping me right now, but she looks like an evil cat with her like tattooed eyebrows, or always like this, and she's had the facelifts and shit like that. So he's sitting there with his little notepad, because he always has to have a notepad so he can he just always likes to say, well, this is how I just scribble and I get intuition and impressions, and really he's just writing down get 2 cartons of milk later, some Astroglide, check on the test results from yesterday. If test results are good, go back to the bathhouse. And so he's sitting there and he's just doing his little fucking fake autistic drawing and shit like that. And then I swear to you, he says something like, so I'm connecting to a male figure. Get cock rings. Out of cock rings. Oh, sorry. Connecting to a male figure, and he's older. And tree. Something about a tree. A tree. So now that's all he says. And this bitch is such an overshare that she immediately goes, that makes sense to me. It's one of the little hookers that I brought up. Her great-great-grandfather was a tree surgeon. The trees, I can't blink. I cannot blink. So then he goes, I swear to you, she says this guy was a tree surgeon who passed away 18,000 years ago. And he's like, a tree surgeon? What is that? What's a tree surgeon? Is that like a guy who cuts open trees and then stitches them back together? I think I should call an environmental organization. It doesn't sound very nice. Okay, look. So then, and also off camera the whole time, I think her name is Khloe Kardashian. I'll call her Chewbacca because she looks like Chewbacca. Oh, the older one looks like Chewbacca. Is off camera watching from a secret monitor and shit, like sitting there like this. She's like, she's saying something in, Chewbacquese that I don't understand, like acknowledging the fact this twink made a hit or some kind. It's like, and she's sitting there the whole time like, oh, wow, I'm so impressed by this. I was like, listen, where is Luke Skywalker when you need him, or Chewbacca's companion, whoever that's supposed to be, because she's annoying me too now. So then we move on to a reading he did with Matt Lauer, and this was my favorite, and here's why it's my favorite. And this is how I'm going to bust his ass open, not the way he wants me to, and not the way he usually gets it done on a Saturday night. So Matt Lauer, they have a thing for him on the Today Show, and right away they preface it by saying, Tyler Henry, he's a 21-year-old psychic flaming fag, and everybody loves his little twink. So we're going to bring him on to exploit him like he's exploiting grandma and taking all her money and pretending he sees her dead relatives. And she's half demented, so she doesn't know what's real anyway. But we're going to bring him on today, and he always insists on not knowing who he's going to meet. And so he has no idea he's going to be reading me today, Matt Lauer. All right. Let's stop there. You go on to Today's Show. If I was a flaming fraud and I was going to Today's Show, I would say, oh yeah, I don't want to know who I'm going to read it all. Nobody. I don't want to know. Well, I know it's not going to be, the receptionist from the Today Show, because everybody's going to be like, who the fuck is this bitch? It's going to be either Al Roker, it's going to be like Matt Lauer, it's going to be whoever else is on that god-awful show that has camera time. That one of the main people he's going to be reading. That's not such a surprise there. So Matt Lauer is the chosen one to deal with this little fag. And right away, Matt Lauer comes in, sits down, and he goes, I brought a pocket knife with me, because I'm going to actually cut this little fucker's cock off and make a vagina like he really wants to have. No, I'm kidding. He's like, I have this knife, and he doesn't know how it relates to somebody that I lost, but it does. And he also asked me to bring an object. I didn't bring the first object that he wanted me to bring, which was a big black dildo. I mean, I don't know why he wanted me to bring that. He also asked for something like anal beads, and I didn't bring that either because I couldn't find them. So then he sits down, he goes, I really don't know, Tyler Henry Flaming Fraud, how you do this and how this process even begins. I'm kind of weirded out. Tyler Henry's sitting there with a big bulge in his pants because Matt Lauer's there, and, he's, oh, you don't know how it works? Totally checking out his dick. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'll tell you how it works. See, I scribble on this pad like a fucking maniac, and then what I do is I just shout out random things like just, like tree, shop, and then vague references to people that may or may not have passed. And then if what I'm saying doesn't make any sense to you, and I can tell by the confused look on your face, I'll just say somebody else is coming through. That's how it works. And, Matt Lauer is just, and nobody's home with him anymore either. He's like, okay, sweet. So he goes, okay, I'm seeing a person that you once loved. They're sick. They're dying. And they're thankful that you held the cell phone to their head. That was it. That was the first thing he said. That was it. And so Matt Lauer all of a sudden goes, and he's like tearing up, and I'm like, what the fuck? He didn't say anything. So then Matt Lauer, off camera or voiceover, he goes, what he didn't know at the time was that he was talking about my dad, who had passed at home after battling a long illness and did not want to pass at a hospital. How did that address any point he supposedly made or connection with your father? He didn't say it was your father. You said it was your father. He didn't mention any. What about this mysterious cell phone that was being held to this poor man's head? I mean, was Matt Lauer like a sadist, like calling 1-900 numbers and say, here, talk dirty to the old man, he's dying, and like stick it to the guy's head? He was like drooling and shit like that. Like, poor phone sex operator is like, yeah, I'm really hot right now. I don't know what to say. I'm talking to a terminally ill guy. I don't even think he's hearing me. I keep hearing. So he didn't even address that point. He made no point whatsoever. And then he goes on to say this. And here's where I'm going to bust his ass. So Tyler Henry goes, now, I have to also tell you that not only am I a flaming fraud, and not only do I get voices in my head, it's called schizophrenia, but I don't take my meds, so therefore it's not. I also am a medical intuitive. I know what you're wondering what that is. It's something I made up. I mean, it's something, like I can sense medical things. Like I didn't need to go to medical school because I'm not bright enough, and it really distracts me from all the dick I could be getting. I mean, seriously, I like to get 5 a night. Anyway, who has time for that, right? Medical school, fuck you. So I just said medical intuitive. And Matt, I have to say, I'm seeing a lot of trouble sleeping. Like sleep, like a sleep disorder that you're really struggling to breathe. You keep like waking up. Okay, I attribute it. It's kind of like when, like, I think I can deep throat because God knows I've been through plenty of dick by now. But every once in a while, you get that weird Jamaican who's like 18 inches and you like get balls deep and then you just can't. That's what you're doing in the middle of the night. What's that, Matt? And Matt Lauer, without missing a beat, goes, what he didn't know was I had sleep apnea. So right away, I stopped the video. And I Googled Matt Lauer sleep apnea. Guess what came up? An article from the Today Show from the year 2014 where they did a piece on sleep apnea. And guess who participated in that piece and thought he himself may have sleep apnea because he has trouble sleeping and wakes up constantly in the middle of the night? Matt fucking Lauer on his own show 2 years ago did a piece, a whole thing on sleep apnea. And it was one of the first things that when I typed Matt Lauer sleep apnea came up. I think it was actually the first thing. So yeah, again, I mean, he didn't really do anything special, but you know what? I can't even blame this little fruit anymore. I blame the people that believe in him. I blame the little sycophants. What I would like to do is find him, beat him to a pulp. No, well, that too. But find him, grab 6 strangers that are walking right next to me. Be like, here, read these people. Tell me all about them. And don't give me, it was somebody, it was this, it was that. Why can he not say names? Why can he not say, Judy Miller, Judy Miller, she is trying to tell me, oh, she said that you fucking stole $20 from her that one time. That's what she said. She said you stole $20 from her out of her purse. What is she? Okay, I got she says you're a cunt. Don't ever try to contact her again. That's right, Judy, I'm blocking her. He never bad shit with him, right? Never. It's never somebody where he just like starts twitching and crying like there's no cock to be found that night. You know? Never. It's never anything bad with this little motherfucker. Ever. What an asshole. I hate him so much, and here's why I hate him. I make fun of him a lot because he's, you know, a flaming bitch, and he doesn't like to... Oh, and there was another thing that he was saying that came on my news timeline. Tyler Henry's gift comes in really handy because he knows, with his love life. And he actually has the balls to be sitting there and saying, yeah, I always know if there's going to be a second date because of my psychic gift. No, you know why he always knows whether there's going to be a second date or not? Because there's not going to be a second date because he hops from dick to dick with Wild Abandon. So there won't be another second date. He knows right away. So I'll give him that much. Maybe that's a little fucking fruity fact he got stuck in his head. But he is a piece of shit who takes advantage of people. And think what you want to about me, and this goes for these little fucking fans who are going to watch this shit. He is manipulating people. He's not giving everybody a clear name. He's never come up with, where's somebody, why does he have somebody that was murdered, and they want to know who did it? Tell me, who did it? You're in contact with the other side. He will never, and mark my words, never be like, it was, you remember this guy's, your brother's 3rd grade teacher? It was that guy. He fucking raped your sister and he strangled her in the middle of the woods. Matter of fact, she's going to lead me right now to where he is. Bring the police with you. Nothing like that will ever happen. It should be able to if he can connect with all these fucking spirits he supposedly said. No? Okay, fine. Well, so now I'm going to revoke that promise about every once in a while not ripping him a new asshole. And again, I do, I won't do that again. It was one time in Vegas. Tyler was there and he was, he was lonely. I couldn't help it. Plus, I just wanted to humiliate him. Not even gay. I just wanted to get up in him and just fucking split him apart with a little fucking fraudulent. You're a fraudulent bitch, aren't you? Yes, I am, Daddy. Yes, I am. Ah! Slap him a few times. Fuck you, kid.